Hello.
Hello.
So this right here is the brains and the boobs behind our business. This is my lovely wife, Wendy.
Hello.
I don't think you've ever done Facebook Live, so I wanted to show you what it looks like. So basically, as people show up, we'll see them up here.
Mm-hmm. I gotta scoot my chair over.
Towards me?
Yeah, I know. Nice and close.
What are you going to do with that left arm?
It's comfier right here.
Great. So this is Wendy, and as people show up, you can see Mike Kemsky's here. What's up, Mikey?
I can hardly read those. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Carlos Rosario, a good buddy of mine from up east.
Hey. Hey, Mike.
So we can like their comments. What up? Bang, bang.
Hey,
we can hit them with some likes. And then if we say something interesting, funny, or inspiring, they can like our comments and like what we're doing, and there'll be like this flood of like hearts and shit streaming across the screen. It's really pretty enjoyable.
I've seen a few of these.
Oh, so you've seen them, but you've never been on one.
That's right.
So I posted this week, entrepreneurs are, and then I left it blank and I let you fill in the blanks. And there were so many amazing answers. People were like, entrepreneurs are inspired. They're the future. They're overworked. There were some really honest answers. Someone put underinsured, which I find really funny and find to be the case in a lot of situations. But so I wanted to ask you,
Yes.
what's it like being married to an entrepreneur? Safety zone. Be honest.
Up and down, all over, and then laser focus.
Seat of their pants, Carlos says. Yeah, somewhat sometimes.
But that was in the beginning. I mean, now it's much more the path. Like you're on the path. Like if you're going to go hike the Appalachian Trail and you get on the path.
There's some ups and downs.
There's still, yeah. And there's unexpected things.
And your feet hurt.
Yeah. But you're on the path. And so that's where I feel like we are right now for sure.
Feels good.
Mm-hmm.
But not always.
Right. Well, I mean,
What do you think is the biggest lesson that I've learned over the last 5 years?
reflection.
I'm going to have to think about that.
You're going to have to reflect on that.
Absolutely. Boy, I tell you, I spent a lot of years spending money like a complete dickhead. I still sometimes do.
No, you do not like you did before. No way.
Hey, Robert, good to see you, brother. Hey, Vic. David, good to see you. Kane, what's up, my man?
Hey, Victor.
So, yeah, I mean, I really used to spend money foolishly. Do you remember when you sat me down and asked me if there was another family that you didn't know about?
You were spending so much money on eating out. I was just like, please tell me there's another family that you're supporting, because then that would be okay with me. But for all of that to just go to you, that's just absurd.
Oh, cool. Channy's there too. That's Kane's partner. Awesome. We met her once at Cork Soakers.
Oh.
She was a server there.
I'm much better with the face. Oh, yes. I remember her.
Very
How
cool.
you doing?
Very cool people. So, yeah, man. I mean, it has definitely been a lot of lessons along the way. I spent money like a complete dickhead for a long time, very foolishly. The success, when it did happen with my first business, happened really pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't handle it so well all the time. But that's a lesson I've learned. And I also, because I was gone so much, there was a certain amount of helicopter parenting. So Wendy would have things running the way she wanted, and then I would show up and I would sort of try and jam all my parenting into 2 hours or 3 hours and just kind of blow everything up and fuck everything up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what's the biggest lesson that you feel like you've learned over the last 5 years?
My biggest lesson is when things start happening, to not question it. I tend to be a troubleshooter type of person, so I'm always looking for, well, what about this? Well, wait a minute, what about that? And
pragmatic.
Yeah, I'm very pragmatic, but from, like, I had, like, this thing, it was from a fear place, and so all of my questions were pragmatic from a point of view of fear. And so now when he says, hey, this is going on or that's going on, I just listen, because he'll tell me more about it, and that works better than me starting to immediately try and troubleshoot when he's only given me 30 seconds, 10 seconds of what's going on. So, yeah, that's it.
You know, I used to view you being so pragmatic as being a real bummer. Because
I know.
I would get all fired up about something and be like, yeah, we're going to Italy. And Wendy would be like, well, Rowan needs braces. And yeah, we got to do this. And how are we going to pay for that? And I would be like, you're a fucking bummer, dude. Like, why can't I say that we're going to go to Italy? But I've come to appreciate it, because I definitely can be prone to flights of fancy, and I definitely can daydream, and I definitely tend to think really big. And so I think having someone in my life that is sort of
grounded,
willing to complete my sentences, has been helpful to me. We've been married a long fucking time, right?
We've been together longer than we've been married, but that's, yeah.
And I gotta just ask you, can you believe that I'm married to someone that's this fucking attractive?
This lighting is terrible. I don't even have, like, any mascara on.
Whatever, dude, you're smoking.
Thank you.
Look how hot my wife is. Can you guys get
Look
it?
how hot you are with the freaking Wolverine business going. Ow.
Alex Jeffries. What's up, brother? I've known Alex for a really long time, and Alex is equally in love with his wife, and they've been married for a very long time, and they have beautiful children. They live in Southern California now. The next time we get out there, we're going to have to come and visit. Carlos Rosario says we are vomit cute together. Yeah. You know what? We've been married a very long time, and in terms of our success being married...
Can I hear Bandit in the background?
Can you guys hear our asshole cat back there meowing? What I was going to say is I think one of the secrets to our success as a couple... What's up, Liz? I think one of our successes as a couple is, first of all, giving each other space. I think a lot of times when we don't agree, the tendency is to really want to push harder. And
we've done that a million times.
And like really try and force the issue and make someone understand right then, or listen right then, or see our point of view right then. And I think the process of letting go, or saying, hey, look, you know, let's revisit this when we're both a little less heated. Or a lot of times, like, I don't know if it's a moon cycle thing or what it is, but a lot of times you and I are just like oil and water. And we just don't communicate well. It's when she's on her period.
No, it's when he's on his myriad.
Shit. When I'm on my myriad. You're an asshole. But anyway, sometimes we just don't communicate well together. And I think, you know, like when that would happen earlier in our relationship, it would be like, why the fuck are we even doing this? Like, why are we even bothering?
What, with the argument?
No, like being together. Like when we were like oil and water, we would be like, why are we even bothering?
We have a really good story about how we met as well, that I think always kind of, you can't write that kind of stuff. You can't just dismiss how we were brought together.
I was an ice road trucker, and Wendy was working as a stripper in this bar up along the Alaskan border.
No, don't tell them that. Tell them the other story. Yeah, the other one.
So, anyway, what I was going to say is giving each other space and understanding when it's like oil and water has really been a powerful thing for me to just go, you know what? Wendy and I aren't communicating well right now. Let's just leave that for a minute and let's give each other some space. I'll do my thing. I'll go and do yoga, or I'll go work out at the gym, or I'll go do what I got to do. Wendy will do her thing, and then we'll try again and be like, hey, where are we at? Do we still hate each other? Are we good right now? And if it's like we're not good right now, then we'll just, okay, cool. Let's get a little bit of space. We'll back off here and we'll try again. And just giving each other the space to be ourselves and do our own thing when we're not in flow with each other, I think has been really, really one of the keys to helping us still love each other.
Yeah, patience, I think, as well. I mean, what you just described takes patience.
I'm not often the most patient person.
No, you're not, but I am.
I don't know that you're that patient. No, you're pretty patient.
I'm pretty patient.
Yeah, you're patient. So yeah, space, and also understanding that just having gratitude for the fact that I feel, Wendy, you and I have really grown and changed together.
Luckily.
I think a lot of people change and grow apart, and I think that's just natural. That's happened to me with various partners over the years, with various business ventures, and I think it's happened with my parents. You know, it happened with your parents. They just grew in different directions. They grew.
Yeah, but what's really
apart.
interesting is they're coming back around now.
Who are?
I talked to my dad.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Your dad and your mom still are
But there were
congenial.
years when the kids were younger that, you know, maybe it was just because we were busy, but there just wasn't a lot of conversations, and now there's more.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, their
I'm just talking
relationship.
about ebb and flow.
Right, but they grew apart, whereas you and I have sort of grown and changed. Like, you are not the same bitch that I married 20 years ago or whatever. You know what I mean? You're different. You're totally a different person, right? And I feel like I'm totally a different person to who you married.
I feel like you're pretty much the same, except for more responsible.
Better beard.
Better beard, more responsible.
Much easier to be intimate with now that I've had that penis reduction surgery.
Yes. God, that was a godsend.
Oh, good Lord. Hey, Kyle, good to see you. Channing says, out of curiosity, are we both involved in doing business stuff together? You know, we tried to do that, and I think at some point we will do that to some degree again.
But I'm really, our kids, I mean, you think that, okay, your kids are young, you got to spend a lot of time with them, and then you think, okay, they're out of grade school, and, you know, now I can just, you know, maybe get a job or work more in the business. But every time I try and really get back into work, there's just, the kids need us, they need me. And not like in a needy way, I'm probably not explaining that properly, but...
No, I mean...
I don't know how to explain it. It's just that they need a mom. They need one person who can take them to the doctor's appointments, or make the doctor's appointments, or follow up on the insurance, or...
There's always some asshole corporate company out there that's trying to fuck you on one bill or another, right?
Yeah, that too.
And you got to call them, and you got to listen to hold music, and you got to argue with them, and you got to make shit happen. You have to advocate for your kids, and you have to be present for your kids. And Channy, you and Kane, you know, you do an amazing job of that. I know that you're dealing with some exes that aren't maybe always entirely supportive in those endeavors, and so it's just a lot of fucking work. And Wendy does all that. Wendy, you know, does all the laundry, helps
organizes the
teachers.
bills.
Yeah, Channy's saying teachers. Yeah,
Yeah, the teachers. Oh, good Lord, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wendy really is the boobs and the brains that makes this operation run, and I'm entirely grateful that we're still together after all this time.
Yeah, I am too. Definitely.
And open to exploring with new sexual partners. I think that's safe to say, right? We've talked about that. My birthday's coming up.
Your birthday's passed.
Fuck me.
Whoa.
All right. So, listen, love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this entertaining. Wendy, this is Facebook Live. I hope you like it. We'll see you guys soon. Enjoy. Have a great night. Bye, guys.
Bye.